Hello guys, welcome back to Gospel News. Information still dey for our table here where we dey bring on as e take dey go. Matter still dey for court between Atiku, Abubakar, P2B and the president wey be Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They say this court case, e go long go. No be small thing, Tinubu no go gree, no matter what you do, this one go hard. They say they no even gree give Atiku Abubakar document despite paying 6 million naira for this document. 6 million. So no be small money they spend for case like this. So this one self it shock me. And Atiku Abubakar don't come and come cry. Say INEC they frustrate their petition. Atiku accuses INEC of frustrating petition against Tinubu. Now this one they go see they do for where people be do wala. Be like bicycle. And they say this woman and this man will be saying a prophet to say they don't chop Oringo. Lagos prophet, Tibetan, former Ogun First Lady, enmeshed in 65 million naira scandal over land purchase by church member near Dangote refinery. Oh, Chineke, all these people who they say, oh, that the Gio, na prophet, he don't talk, it go happen, all these people. So I wonder if una say these things when people they talk for Nigeria, say na prophecy. So what do we call all these people wey be say then they do bet Niger? Because they will give you prediction, you go and play it, and you win. And you win. So if these people were to be Africans, say now then they find them. You for call them prophecy now. Yes. You for call them prophecy. What about those people wey be say then they see weather? They look weather, they will now tell you that it will rain tomorrow. If na Africans they in charge of such, they will tell you it's also prophecy. Maybe then for the salam they give government. Any day when government no pay for weather report, we no go know whether rain go fall tomorrow or not. So this thing where we they do for Africa, we do overrate this Christianity. We don't take and spoil a lot of things. We should reduce the way when we take the carry on like gala for head. Now waiting at the talk. I don't tell anybody may no worship waiting one worship. You have the freedom to do that. But the way we take carry this Christianity for head, they don't spoil a lot of things for us. Anything when these criminals come out can't tell us, we say, hey, yes, I receive it, I tap it. And after tapping for many years, you are still suffering, trekking up and down, just like me. Not be juju be that. I beg go, may they respect ourselves small. When we go into details very quickly, Atiku accuses INEC of refusing to release electoral document despite paying 6 million naira. Now, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Atiku Abubakar, has accused the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, of frustrating his access to vital electoral document to enable him to prove his case against President Bola Tinubu. So, as Tinubu, they answer this president now. Where they sweet them up and down. Now, I want remove for a hand. Atiku, you won't go remove am, may you go they sit down for where in they sit down. They drive that motor when they drive. sorry you. They go frustrate on and not be smart thing. This, the opposition figure said, is despite paying INEC 6 million naira for the certification of the document. These people, they get money, shall sure say we no go build our own INEC somewhere. Maybe they come pay us this money. Atiku, who came second in the February 20 presidential election, is challenging the victory of Mr. Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress, APC. The Electoral Commission had on 1st March declared Mr. Tinubu president-elect after he garnered the highest number of lawful votes and the lawful vote cast in the election. But Atiku challenges the outcome of the polls, citing manipulation of election results by INEC in favor of Mr. Tinubu. At the resumption of proceedings on Tuesday at the Presidential Election Petition Court in Abuja, Atiku's lawyer Eyitayo Jegede said INEC's refusal to provide electoral documents to his legal team was frustrating their suit. Mr. Jegede, senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, had sought to tender some result sheets from 10 out of 21 local government areas of Kogi State to substantiate their case against Mr. Tinubu. The document used to conduct of the 25th February presidential polls are those from Ampa, Dekina, Ida, Ofu, Olumboro, Yagba East, Yagba West, Kababunu, and Egalamela Odolu were sought to be tendered by Mr. Jegedes on behalf of his client. They say make them bring the document where they take conduct the elections in these particular local government areas. But they say INEC now. Now so they do them like snake. If they follow here, they snake, they go there. If they follow the other side, they snake, they go there. To make sure, see, they don't win this Tinubu in court. But the 5-member court panel, chaired by Haruna Samani, said it was improper to tender such sensitive document piecemeal. Mr. Samani explained that the court would have difficulty numbering the document as exhibit. In his response, Mr. Jegede blamed INEC for refusing to supply the document wholesale to Atiku's legal team. He informed the court that Atiku had paid 6 million naira as a cost to supply through certified copies of electoral document, yet the electoral umpire allegedly refuses to make the poll records available. When they see the scam Atiku inside court. God, if they can scam Atiku, who else they no go scam for this country? INEC collected 6 million naira cash to bring evidence. Now I don't reach to bring them. INEC no see bring them now. So waiting they come pay for. If they can be scamming these big politicians like this, then who are us? We now we be say we be ordinary citizens, no level. Why they no go they scam us? No wonder they paid the 300 and how many billion to paint one aircraft. This country, Sirikeo. The lawyer disclosed that Atiku's team was left with no option but to subpoena officials of the Electoral Commission to bring the required document before the court. Mr. Jogodo sought a 24-hour adjournment to further request the necessary document from INEC. INEC's lawyer, Abubakar Mahmood, his son, did not object to the request for an adjournment. Similarly, Mr. Tinubu's lawyer, Wole Olanikpekun, and APC's lawyer, Lateef Fagbemi, both sons, did not oppose the adjournment of the case. Subsequently, the court adjourned until 7 June for further hearing. This one don't pass now. That was yesterday. Background. Since the court began hearing Atiku's petition against Mr. Tinubu on May 30th, the PDP presidential candidate has called 10 witnesses to prove his case. Similarly, Atiku's legal team, headed by Chris Uche-San, has tendered dozens of electoral documents comprising result sheets and data printout of bimodal voters accreditation system, which is BVAS machines, from states across Nigeria. So one of Atiku's major prayers is for the court to nullify Mr. Tinubu's victory and declare him president. It go happen. Atiku is also urging the court to order a fresh poll should it refuse to declare him president. Two things now Atiku they ask the court to do. Either they declare him president or they should go back to conducting a new presidential election again where he can compete and see whether he won. When Tinubu don't enter there, is that also obtainable or possible? It's not. Meanwhile, the Labour Party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, is equally challenging Mr. Tinubu's victory. Mr. Obi is alleging electoral fraud against INEC and Mr. Tinubu. But Mr. Tinubu has since been inaugurated as Nigeria's 16th leader on May 29th, while the court continues to hear the suit. When go they endless? This suit will be endless. I'm not sure say it will bear any meaningful fruit. So people should I don't know whether I say may then go rest. But may then they pursue within they believe in. They have the money. If Atiku could pay 6 million naira for exhibit, then nothing else. May then they pay them then. My neck they chop them. May Tinubu self they use and they follow up within government.
Well,
What
it's quite surprising that the documents INEC has been objecting to these past days that we have been tendering documents are all certified true
copies
of INEC's documents. These are documents we applied for
to
INEC.
Okay.
And by law, INEC is authorized to release these documents to us after certification. And INEC received money from us, and we have the receipt for even a particular batch that we paid 6.69 million naira for documents. And upon receipt of our money, they certified the documents. CTC means you are certifying that this is the true copy of the original.
Certified true copy.
That is what the Evidence Act says. And that is what the Electoral Act mandates INEC to do. So it's surprising that the same documents, which are result sheets at various levels that were issued by INEC, now certified by INEC, and INEC turns around to object, in other words, to doubt those documents. If they are now casting aspersion, casting doubt, even on the documents, then it raises the question of integrity. And this is a government institution, a public institution, who once you issue a document and certify it, it is assumed that it is a correct one. So we'll continue to watch. This is Nigeria. Anything can happen.
Okay.
So, but for us, it is surprising.
All right, guys, when I don't hear they say this is the country, this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. Everybody is a criminal. Anything is possible. Everything is possible for here. And our thieves now with the train. A lawless countries know how to harbor thieves as far as you have money to give. Watch this.
So finally, now there is information at our disposal, corroborated by the Indian High Commission, that certain individuals in this country, and again, the office of the Attorney General, not Alaji Malami, was said to have prevented the Indian government from the extradition of some individuals who have been given very, in the words of Nigerians, juicy oil and gas contracts in Nigeria. The owners of the Sterling Group, Nitin Sandesara, Chetankuma Sandesara, his wife and brother, the Indian High Commission, we have a copy of the letter from them here, have confirmed that these individuals are fugitives from their country because of the fact that they defrauded banks for billions of dollars, and that they were informed they are taking refuge in Nigeria. But when that request was made to the Nigerian authorities, we always were concerned that the Attorney General said this was politically motivated. So you refused to honor that expedition request, even though we have treaties with them and even though there are United Nations conventions in this regard. And what informs the concern for us as well is the fact that we are also aware this same company is now the operator of the Kolmani field. There's some other oil and gas contracts, drilling wells in, like I said, in Kwale and other places.
Okay.
So we do not understand how the Nigerian government will be shielding these individuals and allowing them to do business. We can also avail you a copy of this for correspondence, where they have very clearly advised that it was the Indian government's desire for these individuals not to be allowed to be given any kind of status here. We are hearing, we are not certain about this, that they now have Nigerian passports. They're now allowed to thrive and do business here when they are wanted in their own country in this purpose.
It's okay. Una don't hear now. Una they hear the story. Indian people wey thief billions of dollars, loot money for their country. They don't run enter Nigeria. Now, Attorney General, which is Bubakar Malame, he don't shield them. He don't give them everything. Collect their own share. Everybody, God. Where will they carry this money they go for Nigeria? Oh, where did they carry money go? Nah, no. In fact, I don't tire for these people. When I come, I go meet Tinubu, may he explain where these politicians, they carry money, they go. Prophet Marcus Tibetan, a senior pastor of the Celestial Church of Christ, and Elizabeth Akintode, wife of Colonel Daniel Akintode, retired, the former military administration Millard of Ogun State, have been accused of defrauding one David Temileyin of 65.5 million for the purchase of land close to Dangote Refinery in Lagos. Sahara reporters gathered that the transaction was in connection with the proposed purchase of 2 hectares of land, 5 acres of 30 plus, supposedly in the Ekpe area of Lagos State. David, who is in the real estate, cried out to the public to prevail on Prophet Tibetan to return his money. Oga, Prophet, Muna, these people where they prophesy for Nasia here. Now, and then they talk about to go do the same in return in money, Oga. I'm not sure say anybody will not give you money go come out for social media, can't they tell you may return in money, because that person is going to prison for doing that. If not lying, they lie. But not true, Oga. I'm not sure, so I beg, na return in money. If you not true collect in money, I beg. He told Sarah reporters that the money invested in the land was all the money he had for his business. He said before now, Prophet Tibetan and I had been warned in the father-son relationship. Warmed. The prophet has been playing the role of spiritual guide, to me, and I'm in turn place so much premium on his anointing. Look at the anointing now. You don't anoint him inside real estate. Sorry, make God no allow them. He differed to me a lot, and I often took instructions from him. The relationship had gone far, so deep that I trusted the prophet. On the other hand, Tibetan see me as a son, complimented the respect and honor accorded. But that love and affection may no longer be there. It seems the scale is falling off my eyes. I'm beginning to see the prophet or in his true form. No, you never see him. Now, so we they tell on every day when I go comment section, they talk rubbish, they talk how we take the Antichrist, they talk how we take the 5 prophet, they talk how we take they talk something. Today, reality has met him, and I don't they talk say the man he really get true color. No, continue to follow prophets. May them lead you when they find heaven. May them lead you to heaven. You know, if you use your money buy food, they go there. They find people will go hold you by hand, carry you, they go there. I beg you, I no fit read their matter again. You don't read. May we go another news, but ona, we be say don't. That's my daddy in the Lord. Is sure get megi here, get man out where would the Satan, your Satan on this earth. And that time you go get sense by fire by force. May we go another news before you go late for them.